Dwight, what made you decide to run the London Marathon?
A couple of things, I suppose. The fact that it's a personal ambition of mine, and secondly, with raising the awareness of vision. My kid Harvey has this problem. I feel putting all those things together really combine well to doing the London Marathon.
You ever done a marathon before?
No, nowhere near, nowhere close, no reason for it. But you know, life is about challenge, and this is one of them again.
What's the furthest you've ever run?
Since I've taken up the opportunity to do the London Marathon, 16, 17 miles.
What time do you hope to set?
Well, I've done that in just under 2 hours. So, you know, if you do the calculation, I'm looking at 3 hours if I can maintain the sort of speed I was going at. And it will have to be a maintenance job to get through to the next 10 miles. But, you know, from what I've been told and listen to people and the atmosphere and the occasion and all of that will inspire you to keep going.
If you manage to finish the marathon this year, would you come back again?
Well, I'll see how I feel. I mean, that's the thing. Life is about challenge for me. I often do like that, and you know, we'll see. I just have to take one step at a time. Just weigh this up, see how I get on, see if I complete it, and then maybe take it up another time. Who knows?
Apart from the marathon and this media work you do every now and again, what else are you up to?
Well, I'm ambassador for my country, Trinidad and Tobago, a sporting ambassador, so I do a lot of work there. I also try to help tourism in our part of the world, so I've got 1 or 2 projects that is ongoing, and keeps me active and keeps me busy, and I tend to go away and do on media work in the Far East and stuff as well, so in that respect I'm pretty busy, yeah.
Now to your club, a club I know it's dear to your heart, Manchester United. You were part of the last Man United team that did the treble in 1999. How difficult do you think it is to decide to do a treble? At what stage do you start to think we might be able to do the treble?
Well, certainly at this stage I would have thought, in my time of the treble winning year, what we have done is similar to what the present team doing at this moment. They have given themselves a chance on 3 fronts. Then the semi-final of both European and the FA Cup. They're pretty much 7 points clear in the Premier League. I mean, that is a phenomenal position to be in. Ours was nip and tuck in 1999. You know, there was only 1 point difference. So I think they're in a far better position than us. Whether they go on to do it, of course, we all hope that will be the case. And it's never easy because there's people out there determined not to make them succeed. But I'm sure that there's a determined bunch of guys out there at Man United, including Sir Alex, wanting to recreate the history in the club.
To some of us, you and Andy Cole back then were known as the Funk Soul Brothers because of the amount of goals you scored.
Right.
We've not been able to see such a partnership in Europe since. Are you still in touch with Andy?
Yeah, it's my neighbour.
Oh, he's your neighbour?
Yeah, we live in the same vicinity. We literally live, 300-400 yards from my house. Yeah, we see each other all the time. We play golf quite a bit. We socialize occasionally, yeah, and that's the sort of relationship I have. And yeah, it was great playing with Andy, and it's great what we've done as a pairing, and great what we achieved as a team. Your question to the answer that we are still very friends, and we still live in the same area, and we are best of mates of most times.
Do you think there's more pressure on strikers these days? We've had a few strikers like Fernando Torres who are yet to break their duck. How difficult is it as a striker? Is the first goal always the most difficult one? Or?
Well, it's like anything else. You know, you go to a new job, you want to start off well, you don't want to be starting on the back foot. It's pretty much the same as a striker. You go to a club, you want to start off on the best possible way. It hasn't quite materialized that way for Torres. It doesn't make him a bad player overnight. For me, I never saw it as pressure. Pressure is when you can't provide for your family. That's how I see pressure. Pressure wasn't getting paid lots of money and playing for a top club like Chelsea and wanting to score a goal. How could that possibly be pressure? I think he just has to embrace the fact that that he has to continue to work hard. The reason why Chelsea's paid 50 million because he's a pretty damn good player, and once you keep believing that and he keep working his way, his only time will tell, and things will turn around for him. You look at Wayne Rooney, he had his time early on in the season. Look at him at the back end of the season. He can't stop scoring and playing well. So football, we do go through transition where times are difficult, but you have to be determined and test of character at that particular time to get through.
When you joined Manchester United back then, how did you feel walking into an intimidating place like Old Trafford?
Well, as I said, those are things that, as an individual, it's about challenge, it's about embracing it at the same time and not being afraid to express yourself. And I feel that's the difference. I wanted to express myself. I wanted to be at Man United. I want this occasion to be special. And lucky enough, I went into a team with fantastic players, with a great manager, with a great foundation, and it was easy for me to fit into that. So, that's what it was all about for me, and whatever comes with it afterwards, which was to win trophies and be in that part of the world, it was great. I couldn't complain.
You played for arguably one of the best Manchester United sides under Sir Alex Ferguson, but people are saying this side might not be the best, but they have a winning mentality about them. What's your take on that?
I mean, they say about winning mentality, I think that's just always been the case at Man United. Winning mentality has always been there. That's never in question. The fact that people are saying that our team is better, who's to say? If this team go on to achieve equally like us in 1999 of winning the treble, that for me is arguably the best thing ever. Until they do that, then people are always going to speculate. But they certainly have given themselves a chance in terms of achieving the treble. And, what can I say? I wish them extremely well, and I'm sure the boys want to do well because they want to recreate history in that particular club.
If you were to pick one player out of this present side, who would it be as your standout player?
Giggsy.
Why?
Just simple as he's been there, done it, and at the age of 37 he's still doing it again, and what a key part and key player he has become part of that club. And I'm sure that if anyone look at Giggsy, despite of his age, what a fantastic ambassador he's been to that club and to himself.
Thank you.
Great.